What's going on, chat? How we doing? Happy BTL Fridays. All right, Trent got us loose. We had the opener go in, get us going. Javon, we're in here for the second inning. How we doing, chat? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. Hope you're having a great Friday. Looking forward towards the weekends. All right. I know me and Trent are. I'm sure Javon will be stopping by as well. 24-hour stream. All right. You've heard Trent talk about it enough, but this puppy is not ending for another 23 hours at least. All right, guys. So stay tapped in. Stick with us. All right, I know you guys aren't doing shit tonight on a Friday. Come on, you're going to go out tonight? No, you're going to go out tomorrow. You're going to chill with us tonight. You're going to hit some bets. You're going to build the bankroll for the weekends. And then you're going to go out and spend all that coin at the bar tomorrow. All right, so stick with us. All right, we got plenty to cover. No day baseball games, Javon. Kind of piss.
That is kind of moose. It's kind of moose,
Yeah.
dude.
A little bit. What time are we building a chair? There will be no chairs built. I've already got a good enough chair here, guys, but might have to build a monitor. All right, it might be a monitor 24-hour build stream. Should not take long. Should be the easiest thing ever. We could do some sort of construction or some sort of assembly on this stream as well. I feel like we'd be lost without it. So we'll be doing some sort of that. Chat, KBO, obviously, MLB The Show. Crab's paying for the drinks. Exactly, Mikey. The game plan, very simple, okay? Very targeted and not elaborate at all. We hit bets tonight. We don't move out of these chairs. And tomorrow we go out and we spend our thousands. That's the game plan. Javon, it's going to take a squad ride W for that, though.
Just might. Couldn't fight through the moose slate yesterday. Now we got some work to do. I feel good about today, though. Usually I come in here with like one, maybe two, depending on how the day is with baseball, like super confident baseball reasoning reads. But I think we have a couple today. Kind of excited. Got in the lab. New Future Metro album hitting in the late night in the lab. I think that's great vibes.
Wait, he dropped a second one?
Dude, no way you missed that.
I saw him tweeting about it saying it was going to be completely different. Was that last night?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Is it completely different like he was saying? Is it a whole new album?
Yeah, it's like 20-some songs. It's like R&B futures in his bag. It's just classic.
Massive. You kept the name very similar. We still don't trust it. Okay,
Yeah,
if you thought differently.
sneakily crazy. Everybody's just ganging up on Drake. They're literally trying to assemble the Avengers.
Yeah, and you know what? I wanted to talk with you about that because I don't know what the fuck's going on, and it's probably just, Drake's going to drop a disc coming out here soon. They're all going to get together, go to Fogo de Chao and eat unlimited steak and drinks and joke about it and say, oh, all the people thought that was real. This is all just, for clout or to, get views or whatever. But is there any truth behind the beef on any of these songs? Like, have you heard anything else? I feel like it's all just made up and fabricated, but what the fuck is going on? Why is Kendrick hopping on chirping Drake? I don't really understand it at all.
He's the best. People want to go at you when you're the best. And like, they've had a they've had a beef for a while. ASAP Rocky was on the new album dissing Drake because Drake's been subbing him for fucking years and he hasn't said shit because of Rihanna. I don't know. It's just been like everybody all of a sudden hopping on Crabs.
People have been a little quiet, seeing Drake, rise up to the top, and after he's been up there for a while, they're starting to come out with some chirps. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay. Well, we'll definitely have to listen to that on the stream. That could kill an hour. That could be
different. That could be different.
I could already see it. Listening to that, watching some KBO, sweating it out, locking in some plays. We got to find this year's Eric Fetty. All right, that'll be on the agenda for today.
France.
Wait, what?
Yanks game PPD.
All right. Well, thankfully, I don't have any PP squares in that entry.
Are you kidding me, dude?
I love the over, and that was like one of my favorite bets.
Yeah, it's moose.
We're good.
Anything else? Any other rain delays?
Already getting coin back.
All right, that is true.
No way you're clapping for that.
That's not a loss, Trent.
There's no way you're clapping for that.
I like where your head's at, Trent. A push. Technically, that's a push. It's not a loss, right? Push is a win. Sure. Yeah, get him out of here. Come on.
How do we get a little 3-box going?
We could get a little 3-piece going. We might have to pick a different background here.
Yeah, do we have one? I guess we just have a.
We can screen share. Let me just pull up these tweets so we can screen share. I've actually got a tweet that I can happily show you guys that I put out from yesterday that probably caused the squad ride to lose. This could be perfect. Let's see.
Crazy tweet from Krabs.
Yeah, Javon was really pissed, guys. I could tell. And for good reason. Also, I really want Chili's to give me this fucking sweatshirt so I can rock this shit on a potential future stream. It's literally just their menu.
You got to order it while you're getting it.
insane. Why is this thing like? There we go. I guess that's maximum size there. Okay. Dude, I tweeted out that the fucking squad ride yesterday was a mutual fund. Also, this guy's a bozo. We'll talk about that in a second. We got plenty of time. Yeah, here we go. This was a smart tweet from yesterday. I was feeling pretty good after locking in that Pirates first five. The squad ride has been and always will be the mutual funds of the daily PODs. Okay, and I still stand by it, even after a bad loss last night. That doesn't mean you tweet this right before first pitch. Okay, and I'm talking to myself, chat. You guys already know. It might be streaky at times. Overall, it's about as reliable as you're going to get long term. Don't lose faith. Next thing you know, they lose 1-0 first five.
Dude, you know what? I wasn't even talking about that tweet, Krabs.
Oh, you're talking about the Jack Jones tweet?
I was talking about the one straight from the BTL account in the third inning.
Straight
the
from the
inning
source?
before he gave up a fucking nuke. That is what we can't have right there.
I mean, let's be real. The first inning should have been a fucking explosion.
Yeah, probably should have.
I mean, what was my comment back, Javon? I was like, yeah, 100%. That's on me. I take full blame. But you can't put up one run.
Yeah.
Did you bring the bats? You got one job. It's to put the ball in play and cross home plate. You couldn't do it once?
Not once. Not once.
You're going to waste Jack Jones' beautiful start like that. Jerry Jones, whatever the fuck his name is. He's a rookie, third start. You're going to waste Jerry Jones' start like that. And by the way, Trent, bookmark this kid. He's nasty. I can already see this kid being in your strikeout slips going forward. He's like that. How many he have yesterday, chat? You guys remember? Did he go over his yesterday or did he not? I forget if he ended up going more than or less than 6, but he had 8. Oh yeah, he went more than.
I swear, if you have flowy hair like that, it adds an extra 2 strikeouts to your total.
I think it's got to be baseball gods, right? Like Tim Lincecum, look at him. Look at what the MLB gods blessed him with in that career with what he was working with. I mean, impressive, but he was like 5'9" and throwing 95. It had to be the hair. It had to be the lettuce. Okay? I bet.
Lauren, we need to bounce back today more than ever. I need to be tucked in. I need to be tucked like Nash snoring his fucking ears off.
Dude, we need to have a vintage like squad 4-piece or 5-piece or depending on how many people are in it. Just one death beam square. All put together.
From anywhere.
And Jokic doesn't play today, I don't think.
Now, Lauren, if it is 2, we'll take it happily and it'll be locked in within 3 seconds. But even if it's just one square, a donkey, feel free to throw it over our way. All right, we'll nuke it with something else, maybe Javon's POD or something. Anything to get a fucking green entry on Prize Picks at this point. I need one. I'm going to run out of bankroll for this 24-hour stream, straight up. Don't be a stranger, Lauren. Let us know.
I've already alerted the bookie.
You already let him know?
I already let him know.
Okay. Good. I might need some more credit this weekend. Just giving you a heads up. It might get a little busy over the weekend. Drinks might be flowing, but I will be hitting you up for more credit. Sure. That's just a seasoned vet right there from Trent. He's been there before. You can't be texting the bookie the day of the game when you're at 0 credits, just sitting there waiting for the call back. You don't want to be in that spot. You get ahead of it. Love that. Okay? You know what I don't love, though? And Javon, you could probably back me on this. The sharp report from yesterday.
Don't love that.
No.
Don't love that.
Now, the LeBron James and Tiger Woods square has life.
Has a lot of life.
I want that on records. Although, wait, how many did LeBron have last night?
Plays today, right?
Oh, it goes into tonight. That's what we were talking about yesterday. Sure. So, yeah, it has life. Tiger only had 2 birdies. So, if LeBron goes less than 2.5 threes tonight, that square does smack. But not going to sit up here on my high horse and act like it matters. I mean, the other fucking plays were absolutely moose shit. So, potentially 1-4 there. Javon, same with you. The only bet we fucking hit was the Orioles on the ML. Any comments?
Orioles are inevitable. Everybody else is quite certainly not.
No.
Dude, I just felt that Orioles implosion coming for so long. Or the Red Sox implosion coming for so long.
It's every time the Orioles play, dude. It's just, they're just that team.
Trent, I had a tweet I wanted to show you that I thought would get you bricked up from our guy Kevin Roth, the local weatherman of the betting space. Okay, everyone's got a job, everyone's got a role around these parts, and our guy here is the local betting meteorologist. All right, so every day he wakes up and he does the fucking weather for these games.
That's a sick job.
It is a pretty cool job. Yeah, this is the tweet I wanted to show you. maybe the windiest MLB weather forecast I've seen in the 10 plus years of doing this. And because I love y'all, I made sure most of the winds are blowing out. So obviously he's joking there, but point is, the fucking wind's blowing out more than he's ever seen in 10 plus years today. That's what he's saying, if you want me to decode it. There could be some overs aloof on today's MLB slate. All right, this could be good for us. I mean, I took 3 overs on the fucking sharp report. We're going to get to it in a second here, but there's a reason why a lot of these totals today are pretty fucking high. The weather has a big part of it. A lot of these games, I mean, we already know the Yankees one's caked, but let's see what they're saying about Boston. Winds out to left at 20 miles an hour.
Oh my god, dude! I pray that he fucking plays.
20 miles an hour.
An Oppo Devers gag.
Yeah, I'm no rocket scientist, but any of these guys, I don't care left or right. I mean, you put a ball in that jet stream up in the air to left field, it's gone.
It's a couple
20 miles an hour, it's gone.
Weird squares in that game, Grabs.
Good, and we're going to talk about it.
Cough.
Lord knows we got plenty of time.
Oh.
Logan O'Hoppe? Bro, I saw Logan O'Hoppe. I got to pull this shit up too, man. God.
He's a friend of the program.
Friend of the program, friend of the Redwoods as well.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I know that was going viral like a couple months ago, but I guess they were promoting it today. He was rocking the Redwoods jersey in the locker room at one point, obviously the hat. So, Trent, we've got another Redwoods fan here with our guy Logan O'Hoppe, W's. He's your guy on the Angels. So, yeah, Javon, definitely going to have plenty of time to go over some of these weird squares in that game and plenty, I mean, all these games today, a lot of them, most have weirdly high totals. So, there should be runs.
Should be.
You know, it never feels good locking in 3 overs for the sharp report today, but we'll see how it plays out.
Siobhan, quick question.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I don't know why. Hold on. What do I click here?
For you, probably just casual.
Really?
I mean, you're decently moose at the game.
Fuck you, bro. What about here?
Probably amateur, so it doesn't give you all like the hit X to swing and shit.
Yeah.
This is huge, Trent. Good shit getting this downloaded already.
You can put it on dynamic difficulty.
Yeah, that way
that way you can
find
your spot.
The rating for you. Yep. Good.
On.
Yeah.
Lauren, you trying to get some rips in tonight in the show? We might have to fire up some co-ops.
Might have to.
We got Trent active out here. Sure. Good. All right, yeah, she's in. Fuck yeah. Good. All right, let's go over the Mooshit squad ride from yesterday. This could be up for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, gone. See ya. That's on me, chat. I take full blame. I can't be tweeting shit out like that. Okay, that's on me. That's a rookie mistake. What is this, the first squad ride I've ever been a part of? Come on. All right, that's on me. I got excited. Had a good read. Lost 1-0. We move on. All right, and then the Pirates are staring us right in the face. First game of the day today. I fucking bet. Javon, before we dive into the sharp report, any plays you like in Pittsburgh versus Philly since it's up here?
No, not particularly.
Okay. All right.
Other game though, yeah.
Other game though, yeah. What do you like in Minnesota, Detroit? I saw you had an ML on your sharp report. We might as well hop over to it.
Yeah. W Braves logo. But Tigers ML. Honestly, go back to the DK page, Krabs. Because first of all, if there's one set of lines that looks extremely off for this entire slate, you know who it is?
Who?
It's Pablo Lopez. So go ahead, go into the pitcher's props and pull up what he has on the board because it's pretty interesting. Especially wind's blowing out, but it's also 7.5 total. Trent firing
real quick, which one?
You're good, bro. So I mean, it's got to be zone unless you're literally.
I don't know if Trent can do that.
Directional. Trent, what do you usually use? Do you use the PCI, like the bat thing that you move around with the stick, or do you literally just aim the corner of the box at the strike zone?
No, it's zone. It's got to be zone.
Do zone. Yeah.
Okay, then zone. Do zone.
This will be fun.
Yeah, this would be great. But go down, Krabs, because
okay.
As good as Pablo Lopez is, it's always a staple with any start that he has, especially against an offense as bad as the Tigers have been to start the season. See
I
those earned
really
runs?
you're saying earned runs. I was gonna say I hope you say walks, but we can deal with earned
Walks
runs.
too. Walks too. I saw that square. I probably would have put that on if you didn't have it there, but it's a 2.5 earned runs, which against the Tigers offense is really, really weird to see. And you see what's right underneath it. People have been begging for me to say this one time the entire season so far. He's a pick 'em to give up the first run, and the Tigers are minus 125. For reference, whenever you get a slight favorite for the away pitcher or the home team to score the first run, they're usually minus 160, 65. That's usually like the cutoff to where it crosses. The Tigers are minus 125 today. So like this is a huge pitching matchup, and Pablo Lopez, all of his props look strange. And if you want a baseball angle to it too, this game is one of the bunch of games that has wind blowing out, and the one thing that Pablo Lopez and Tariq Schoolball, I guess for that matter, but more so Pablo Lopez, don't do very well. They don't keep the ball on the ground. So like when Pablo Lopez gets hit up, it's a lot of fly balls. And if the Tigers put a couple of those in the air today, you're going to see some fly out pretty early, so especially with this being Corp Nerfy of the day. I wouldn't be shocked if you see a dong early in this game.
Music to my fucking ears. First off, chat seems like they're in as well. Side note here, little Phil's nug from me. You know, we've been betting this, these guys on Prize Picks for MLB for the last 2 years at least. I mean, I've been, betting baseball since the end of high school too. I mean, I've been around the game. I pretty much know how it goes. I've noticed pitchers who, it doesn't matter if there's weird sharp props up for them, they dominate, no matter what, or they suck no matter what. There's some pitchers where the lines matter more than others. Pablo Lopez is a guy that I noticed last year. When the lines stick out for him, you want to get involved.
Yeah.
Okay. This is one of the guys last year that we cashed out on a ton. I remember it. From earned run squares, from walk squares. And there's one I'm targeting today. We're going to get to it on the Sharp Report that I love that you already mentioned. He's the kind of guy that does come through and respect coins when the lines are weird for him. And I am more than willing to double dip, take multiple squares for Pablo, fading him today, whatever we got to do. We got to find a way to fade Pablo on the books, on Prize Picks, every which way, because he's getting rocked today. He's giving up multiple walks today. It's not going to be his start. I mean, if you look at the other fucking, props he has up here as well, he's getting disrespected. This is Pablo Lopez, the ace of this team who they traded Luis Arias for to be the staple, the front end of the rotation for years to come. And this guy, to a young newbie, Tariq Screwball, he's, expected to give up more hits. A whole nother hit against him. Earned runs as well. He's higher than him by a whole nother run, right? Walks as well. The juice is loose on the over. So when the book is screaming at you with these odds, you got to listen, especially for a guy like Pablo Lopez. Maybe we lean into that a little extra today and back some more Tigers bats, back the Tigers on the books, or just fading Pablo every which way.
100%. And I mean, the second I saw both the earned run and then the first earned run allowed, I had to do it in the first place, but I genuinely love the spot for the Tigers. I think Scooball is going to be dicing that lineup too. That's never really such a big concern. He's coming off of a start where he didn't look very great, especially at the end of that outing too, against a pretty moose shit lineup. So maybe a little bounce back in the cards today.
Sure.
Why not first five then?
Over there? Good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going first five because the Tigers bullpen is actually solid too. It's not like it's a massive mismatch with the Twins.
Mikey, we're going to talk about that Prize Picks as well. Don't think I forgot about it. All right, we're going to go over that too. Anthony Rendon at third, sure. I bet. That should be a good look. I wish you guys remembered Rendon for the GOAT he was back in the day, man. He was just so fucking good. What a waste.
That's Rendon.
And chat, by the way, I like Pablo Lopez overall. I got no qualms with Pablo. I think he's good. He continues to get better and more consistent as the years go on. I'm a Pablo guy. I like him at the front of that rotation. I like the trade they made to get him. I just don't like him today. And my point is, when the props are weird for him on the books, you got to listen when it has to deal with Pablo because it typically pays. Knock on wood.
Yeah. On the other side of that too, the things that have been hitting a lot early in the season are those weird earned run listings for really bad offenses. There's some weird ones against better offenses that don't always pan out, but the ones like Kyle Gibson against the Marlins, first time I think it was Martin Perez, even though that needed a late comeback, but Martin Perez against the Tigers, same deal. A lot of these really bad offenses, when they're getting a lot of respect in spots they probably shouldn't, they've been coming through. W Sway.
That was a turkey, bro.
Shut up.
Oh, and we got Turkey on the mound, dude. You better light him up.
Oh my God, go Will Gallant.
There we go. Yeah, we might have to make a move here, guys. I might be retiring. Little Shippy said
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
mad annoying, and I got to hang him up. So we got to pivot and change
Call
the
it.
show around him.
Call
All
it.
right. All right, let's dive back in here. Javon, more than down to fade Pablo today, every which way, like we were talking about. Love that you brought that up. That's music to
Yep.
my fucking ears. All right, and
Has to
chat,
be.
don't be fooled by that little A's logo, top right sector. Okay, that's Detroit on the ML.
Braves.
6:40 p.m. Eastern. Fading Lopez, back in Scooball, and the Tigers on the ML. Javon,
Oh, what we saying?
that scared the living shit out of me. Holy
Turkey
smokes.
gallant.
Sorry,
Hey,
sorry.
Mike Trout, your goats. That's good vibes.
Eggplant nerfy.
That's good vibes for today. Sure. All right, also, we're not going to talk about Mike Trout hitting 1 million home runs, and they're all solo shots. Every single one.
This is classic.
Ridiculous. Always something with that guy. All right, let's get back to business here. We've got sharp reports to cover. Javon, any Phil's nugs about the Tigers' bats today, not just Pablo Lopez hate?
Well, the thing with Pablo Lopez, like that lineup is more patient, especially against righties. That'll kind of let them do that. So that's a good thing for, I guess, your walk square there. I do really like that too. But the thing that partially doesn't make sense is Pablo Lopez is like really, really vulnerable against lefties. So if anybody's going to do the damage, it's probably some of the lefties in that lineup, whether it's Trent, Ruby Rosecard, Riley Green, or whoever they put up there. But I mean, the Tigers don't have a ton of lefties, which is what makes it make even less sense, other than the fact they just been a moose lineup. But yeah, if you're targeting somebody to do it, I would not hate going to any of those guys hitting from that side of the plate.
Okay. I'm in. Let's take the Tigers on the ML. That could be a wagon for today. Chad, are you guys down to take Detroit? We have to. When the books are speaking to us like this, we got to listen. All right? And keep me updated with the Masters as well, chats. Don't let that get swept. All right? Let me know when Neiman's active. Let me know when he's up and moving. Okay? Keep me updated. DeChambeau about to collapse. I need updates on that. Absolutely need that because we're all praying on that guy's downfall today. All right? There's one unit. Dubs. Mets ML versus Royals. We're going to talk about that one. Don't you worry. All right? But first, let's talk about Milwaukee and Baltimore. I'm liking runs here, and like I told you guys earlier, I've got 3 overs for today. My thought process was did not love the straight bets, the MLs or the sides as much for today in MLB, so I figured I'd take my 3 favorite overs in the game where our betting meteorologist is saying he's never seen wind like this blowing out in a day like today. I figured that could be the good day, to sprinkle on 3 weirdly high overs in games with some weather where I think 2 of these 3 smack and we profit and go about our day. All right, I'm not perfect. I'm just a man, chat. I'm not saying they're going to go 3-0, but we go 2-1 on these 3. I feel good about all 3 of them. We go about our day. We profit. Okay, so let's start in Baltimore with Milwaukee. We've got Freddie Peralta, Tyler Wells. Wells has struggled a little bit in his first couple outings. Peralta, hasn't looked like Cy Young Peralta yet, but he's been pretty solid. He's still got that 3 ERA. What I like about this game is the bats from both these squads. I mean, they've just been putting up runs left and right. I mean, you see what Milwaukee just did in Cincy, and sure, that's a cheat code. I mean, you're playing in Cincinnati. That park is right behind Yankee Stadium in, the fakest parks in all MLB. But Baltimore's been scoring 2. They were up there in Boston. Also helps a little bit there with producing runs, but they scored, 7+ in all 3 of those games against the Red Sox. Looks like the O's bats are finally here after, a slow week to get going. They've arrived. All right? Plenty of runs to be scored in this game. The Orioles bullpen, I don't love. I'm very curious to see if Kimbrel gets a chance, in this contest to close it out. I could see the Brew Crew scrapping some runs late and we get a late over if needed. But I like the total moving up from 8 to 8.5. It was actually at 9 earlier for a second. Just with these 2 big name arms in Peralta and Wells, I like runs in Camden Yards, typically a pitcher's park, but with that wind blowing out today, I'm backing that over. It looks sharp to me.
Yeah, and to talk about your little bullpen concerns there, I guess, even if it's Kimbrel or no Kimbrel, a lot of them pitched last night for the Orioles in the extra inning game. So I can only assume, I know Kimbrel did, but they had a lot of their top guys go too. So they may or may not be available tonight, which would be probably pretty good for you because those are 2 teams with really good bullpens. And if some of those good arms are eliminated, that would be huge. Apple TV overs have not been great, though. I will say that.
No, they have not. They've regressed.
Yeah, conspiracy's not quite alive yet, but I do like
it would come back down to earth. Okay, couldn't hit at 80% forever. If it did, they'd have to get rid of the games. The sports books would put them out of business. Kimbrel also is not available, pitch back-to-back like Phil's is saying, so that confirms what you were talking about. W's, lots of overs tonight, Geoff saying. I think Mikey had a funny comment here earlier. 4 overs on a Sharp report. What happened to the show I love? Mikey, man, when the squad rides are struggling and you got pretty much just baseball, sometimes you got to change it up. And with that wind blowing out, today could be a Mikey overs type of day on the Dons.
Could be.
All right? Could be. Okay? You like runs in this game, Javon? Are you with me on this over?
I like it. Don't know if I love it.
It's not really like,
but...
the total moving up is sharp with the splits if you look at it because it's not that public of an over, but the bet itself I wouldn't say is the sharpest play, right? Both these teams have been putting up plenty of runs. I just think that continues, and I am fading Peralta and Wells, who's been solid at times. Wells typically nails, starting at the beginning of the season, then he falls off due to injury or fatigue or whatever because he should be a reliever, in my opinion. That's where he's much better at consistently for a whole season. They try to throw him out there. He's been great in the beginning of the season, terrible towards the end. This year, it's kind of flipped. He's got that 5 ERA. He's not looked sharp. Maybe Tyler Wells isn't that guy. People are starting to ask those questions. All right, I know Goots is. He should be.
Should be.
I think he gets rocked today by these Brewers who continue to rake, and I think the Orioles stay hot as well. So this one's going to soar. I'm either going to look like a fool, and it's going to be like 3-1 final in an absolute pitcher's duel, or this game soars over by the 7th inning stretch. I would not look to get a good number here. I would look to get the best odds for this play today. Try to get plus a hundo on the over 9 if you have to, because it's not going to be one of those games that barely goes over by a run. It either soars or it doesn't even get close.
Now, Krabs, could I interest you in a little series price nugget for this one?
No, you could. You could.
Because it's pretty interesting to me. I mean, it's not what I'm going to take because it's such a fat price, but we have Freddie Peralta against Tyler Wells at a pick'em today. We get DL Hall versus Dean Kramer tomorrow. And then we get Corbin Burns against, losing off the top of my head, against Colin Reyes. They're going to be a fat favorite in that game. But pick'em in this game, probably short favorite, maybe tomorrow. What would you guess the series price is for this one?
I'd probably say, I don't want to let your question affect my thought process here, so I'll just say it as if I don't have any background on the odds moving or whatever. But I'd say probably Baltimore minus 115, 120.
Orioles minus 200.
Fuck you, Mikey.
Minus 200. Are you kidding me?
200.
So the O's are taking the series. Confirmed it's a 3-game, right? There's no tie option.
It's a 3-game, yep. So, I mean, I think that helps you tonight because it's one of these sketchy games. Usually if there's a weird series price, the game that's at a pick'em or around there is the one that significantly gets affected, which would probably be this one. And the Brewers in this one definitely have a pitching advantage with Freddie Peralta against Tyler Wells, but it's also a pick'em, even with the Orioles coming off of a series where you saw a lot of line disrespect against the Red Sox, and now not so much, even though they are back playing at home. So, I mean, I think if you're getting a weird game in this one, it's going to have to be with Freddie Peralta not coming out with his A-plus stuff, which he's not throwing nearly as many fastballs now. He's throwing a lot more off-speed to try and generate more whiffs, which is helping, but I don't know if that's going to help against an Orioles team who doesn't really strike out. So there's your plus there, I guess. But, yeah, minus 200 is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Freddie will dial it in. Well, if Freddie was dialing it in, the Orioles wouldn't be minus 200 in this series, and that total wouldn't be up to 9 on half the books. I like Freddie, just not today. All right? Is Javon so much lighter than Krabs for anyone else or just me? Interesting. Yeah, that's also something we're going to add to the action item list for the stream is I got to figure out how to move this mic stand and get it closer to my face. Okay, so I'll take that as an action item, chat. No stress.
No.
Let's get back to business here. Let's see. We've got Chicago White Sox team total over 3.5. Grow up. What do you like about the White Sox today? You're putting your actual hard-earned coins on them?
Yeah. You know who they're playing too?
Who are they playing?
Reds. Andrew Abbott.
Andrew Abbott.
Yeah. So, I mean, the White Sox here are bad, very obviously. But they find their little pockets where they score runs because they actually have like a super dialed in approach. It's very specific. So like when pitchers don't give them exactly what they want, they can't hit the baseball, but when they do, they're locked in. And that's like what we saw against Logan Allen, who is relatively like similar profile pitcher to Andrew Abbott. And what did the White Sox do and why they lit him up so early in that game and scored, I think, 5 in the first? They just sat on every single fastball. He didn't have like elite command of his off speed. They didn't swing at it. They didn't think about it. They swung at the fastball. They shot it the opposite way. They did that for the entire first couple innings of that game, and they destroyed him. It's like Andrew Abbott, what does he do? He throws a shit ton of fastballs. And if his off speed isn't working, he doesn't really have many options. And it's another game where, I mean, Andrew Abbott's had home run issues really since he came up. Wind's blowing out in this game too, like everything else on the slate. So I think we get a couple of big bangs from the White Sox. I think the line is a little short in favor of the White Sox too, which is a little surprising. So I think we get plenty of runs in that game, and we get 4 from the White Sox.
Yeah, and you got Chris Flexen on the other side, who's absolutely fucking terrible at pitching baseballs.
Yeah, and it seems like everybody is fading Chris Flexen today, which when everybody collectively squad rides Chris Flexen, he turns into literally Randy Johnson. So that always gives me a little bit of pause, which is why I didn't just go full over for the game, even though I think that plays too. But yeah, I think the White Sox are scoring runs off of Abbott today.
Okay. Chad, you heard it here first. Do not sleep on the White Sox today. Don't let them get hot. It might be too late. All right? I wish Eric Fetty was on the bump just so I could watch him pitch. Has no reasoning or benefit to the bets. I just want to watch that guy absolutely shove. Even though he cost me, actually, people forget $4,000 last week. And I let that get swept right under the rug because it's Eric Fetty.
He did?
Yeah, dudes. When I took his, what was it? More than 15.5 pitching outs? Not in his starts yesterday or 2 days ago, but the one before that. He was pitching pretty good, right? He looked solid. He went back out there for the 6th inning. I'm like, all right, all he's got to do is get 1 out. He walked the first guy, I believe, and then gave up a hit to the second guy, and they pulled him. Got hooked.
GG.
And that was in multiple 4 pieces that cost me thousands. Yep.
Jeez.
But it's Eric Fetty, and he's still my guy. I wish he was pitching today. Good to see you're fading your Reds, though. That's how I know you're confident in this play. All right? No biases tied to this puppy.
No, can't do it.
Zip. I also like the over in that game as well before. That was probably an honorable mention before these 3. So I'm in. Sign me up. Let me take you to another over that I like in Boston. We've seen plenty of runs in Boston recently. Why not some more tonight with the Angels coming into town with that bullpen and with Detmers on the bump and how sketchy he is? Look, I know Detmers, he's got a 1.64 ERA. He's 2-0 this year. He's looked like he's a changed man. We'll see how long it lasts, okay? Because he's got to go against a Red Sox lineup at very, very hitter-friendly park tonight. That might not be, winning a lot of games recently. They've lost 3 in a row, but we know the Sox can score runs. That's never going to be an issue for this team. And without Trevor Story going forward, I think that actually benefits their offense. Hate to say it, but it honestly probably does short term. He's just not that guy. And with the wind blowing out 20 miles an hour over the monster, there's going to be nukes in this game to be had. You don't even need Shohei for the Angels here. And let's not act like the Angels' bats haven't impressed, at least minimally, at the start of the season through 12 games. They have, to me at least, without Shohei. I trust them enough, and this total's high with how great these 2 arms have been. And do I even need to mention that Hoke has had 2 shutouts to start out his season? Are you kidding me?
One of them against the Angels.
One of them was against the same team, the Angels, and they have that earned run square up there too on the board. So, chats, the board's speaking to me on these earned run squares. There's so many up today. I actually watched them take off a couple earlier in real time that I was looking to potentially eye, but I am absolutely in love with the over in this game, and I think Hoke gets absolutely crushed by the Angels. They could be a live dog, although they're honestly almost a pick 'em at this point. I am all in on the over and runs in this game. I don't know who's going to win. Honestly, lean Angels, but either way, both squads are putting up plenty up in Fenway Park tonight. Plenty.
That's a gag.
Mikey, you have to bet an under, bro. Look, he just said if Trey hits a nuke in his next at bat, I'll bet an under.
There's no way. And Taylor Ward immediately crosses third base and he's heading home.
Yeah,
solo shot.
Dude, as Krabs is talking about the over in that game too, it might have to be a Taylor Ward autoplay tonight.
That could be, meant to be. 100%.
Could be, dude.
Holy smokes! It's on rookie lol. Why is he gambling that? Well, I don't think he knew the setting. I don't think Mikey checked the user settings on Trent's system before he said that comment. All right, come on. Somebody grab this Grimsky, please. Will ya? Somebody grab it. All right. What else we got, Javon? Take us to Why
I,
you
I
like a little
already,
money
I already
line
know.
parlay?
I already know I lost you, Krabs. I'm trying to say it as quietly as possible so Trent doesn't hear that. But
Oh, I see it.
yeah.
And I gotta hear the reasoning.
Well, there's a couple of reasons. Which, first of all, we get a chance at a Max Fried bounce back start
Yeah.
after looking horrendous in his first couple of starts. You play the Marlins, much better matchup outside of the fact that they're just absolutely horrendous. But you have that. The Braves bats also got stifled and they got embarrassed yesterday. And you didn't get it was a blowout. It's like it's not like you had a ridiculous amount of bullpen usage for important guys and important arms in that game. So I think they bounce back and get an emphatic win in Miami today because they kind of need it. Then going to the Dodgers, Yamamoto pitches today. Remember Yamamoto's first start, Krabs?
Yeah, he got destroyed.
And you know who it was against?
Padres.
The Padres. Now he gets another shot at them today. And a lot of the reason why he was so bad is because he really could not command the strike zone a bit early in that game, which is why that first inning went as horrible as it did. Uh, I don't know if it was just nerves or the setting or whatever it is, but he's obviously garnered a little bit more command of the strike zone on his couple starts since then. So if you do that against this Padres lineup, especially with seeing them a second time after they attacked you early and often in that game, I think he's going to have a significantly better start. You look at a lot of his lines too; they're awfully low for the way that first start went. 1.5 earned run line, obviously a little juice, but I was shocked to not see 2.5. Walks low. Fantasy score is up. He's got pretty much everything on the board that looks like an easy under, easy fade for a lot of those. So I'm absolutely in on him having a really good performance today, bouncing back against the Padres, and obviously a little different of a setting. So it's maybe one of the few times I'll take a bozo pack like this year.
I nominate that. I nominate that as the squad ride.
It's not happening. It's just not happening.
Well, we're not putting that shit in there anywhere close now.
I think
Thank you,
everybody would get behind that.
And then it would lose, and we'd be in even more piss.
Yeah.
Anyways, I could take this over. I'm down. And by the way, Javon, just to correct this graphic here, it's San Diego, LA. That's the game we're talking about, right? Not Atlanta, LA.
No, it's a bozo pack, Grabs.
Oh, 2-piece on the ML parlay. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, a little crabby 2-piece for the kids. Why not?
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a
Don't fall
crabby
for me.
2-piece, but it's a 2-piece.
Yeah, it's definitely anti-crabby, but it is a 2-piece.
Yeah.
All right. So you're backing our guy Freeds, who I thought was going to be, the Cy Young type guy this year, starting out with an 18 ERA. What do we know about Freed? Freed always starts out like moose shit his first couple starts and then settles in. Couldn't ask for a better matchup against the Marlins. Sure.
It is
and then
also
you get a late nights. And you pair it with the Dodgers.
Shabbat Friday could be the difference.
Sure.
Charlie's
and then
probably
Dodgers
nuking
take
him.
me home piece, Yamamoto against Michael King, who has that weird earned run square up that got taken off right in front of my face earlier. I don't know why, though. Maybe because the juice on the over. Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't checked that, but for that game, I'm a lot less high on Dodgers bats than I am Yamamoto bounce back pitching performance.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down to take Yamamoto after whatever the fuck happens in South Korea against the Padres earlier this year when we were in Vegas. I mean, he got lit up. He gets a chance for a rematch. They're not catching steam, but they opened up, minus 220 after they rocked them? Sure. I'm in. That's, it's two public teams. It's the Braves and Dodgers, two of the best, but you're grabbing them in sharp-ish spots at least, right? I could get behind that. All right?
Fair.
What else we got, chat? We got some subbies coming in from Peyton 402. Sure. 14-month bang. We got Achilles coming in, resubbing as well for 9 months. Yeah, I'm putting 5 units on the Tigers to score first. He can get down with that, Javon. Sure. Number 1, DeGen resubbing as well. W's chat. We got hella new follows as well. Feel free to join us on YouTube, chat. If you don't like the ads and you're not trying to sub up for the team, go over to the YouTubes and drop a subby. Okay, you can watch live over there as well and rewatch all the episodes of our shows after the fact. We post all those puppies on there. Okay? Dubs, what else we got here, folks? Kansas City and the Mets over 8.5. This one's nasty. Look, Severino, I just hate him as a person, and I don't think he's the worst pitcher ever, but I'm definitely not rooting for him, so I'm super in to take the over in this game. Total opened up at 8, and you got two big-name guys like Waka and Severino on the bump. Severino, not as great. Waka actually has been backing it up so far this year. Looked pretty solid, and the total's up to, 9 on some books? Are you kidding me? I think the Mets bats go crazy in this one against Michael Waka. I'll be honest with you. They got that weird Waka square up earn runs on Prize Picks. He's getting disrespected out the wazoo, and I want to fade. All right, I thought about taking Mets ML. Not going to fade the Royals on this streak. That would be a Krabs play from 2 years ago when he went down 40 units on MLB. Okay? We don't do that anymore. We don't fade streaks in MLB. It doesn't fucking work. Instead, let's get a little smarter here, and let's pivot to the over. Plenty of runs from both sides. I don't know who fucking wins. I don't want to trust either of these two teams down the stretch. So why not just take runs?
Sure.
Sharp over as well. The splits look nice.
Yeah,
As Trent's checking out the StatCast here. That was a nuke. Good.
Nuke and nuke.
Thoughts on that over, Javon?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I think the Mets touch up Waka today, and that could be one of those games where the wind significantly affects it, but I think they match up pretty well with him too. So I'm kind of with you. I think we get Mets runs, and it's definitely can't count out the Royals offense right now.
Okay. We got Juice Wayne coming in, resubbing for 5 months. Let's go, Juice. D-Man Owns coming in, resubbing as well. Bang, let's go, Trent, all day, baby. Sure, 21 months. Why does Detroit ML say that with the Braves logo? Don't worry about that. It's obviously Detroit ML, Ethan. Obviously Detroit ML. All right, don't let that one ruin your day. Don't let that one get you in a little rut. All right, we're going to get that one corrected and get that puppy out. Javon, we still got some Prize Pick squares to go over, huh?
We do.
I don't know about you, but I fucking love the squares that we got on the left section here. Sure. I'm in love with my 2 squares, Javon. I don't know about you, man. Absolutely in love. Yeah. We already talked about Pablo plenty, right? We don't need to go too much over that one, but pretty weird to see our guy Pablo Lopez, who has not gone over this number in his first 2 starts of the season, pitched like unbelievably pretty much in those first 2 games, now up for 1.5 walks. I am all in. If you check the chart, it's red as fuck. All right? Pablo Lopez, I've already seen him throw 2. It's done. All right? I've told you guys there's 2 categories that turn out pretty well for me over the summer for MLB. It's the walks allowed for the pitchers, and it's the earned runs allowed for the pitchers. I've got 2 of them up here, and I love Pablo Lopez to walk 2 today.
Sure. I'm in for that. I'm in for all Pablo Lopez fades.
Good.
Especially that one.
Tell me about Ozzy Albies. What do you like about Big Ozzy today?
Yeah, so I mean, if I'm squaring up with the Braves in a Bozo pack, and I think their offense is going to have a pretty good day, obviously I like a Fried bounce back too, but they got to score runs after yesterday's debacle. I'm going to have to figure out a guy to square up with, and I'm going with Ozzy Albies against Trevor Rogers, who is a lefty. We know how good Ozzy Albies is, hitting from the right side, and he feeds him a lot of fastball slider, which is pretty much perfectly what you want to see if you're Ozzy Albies. So I think he continues to stay hot. It's really between a lot of the righties in that lineup, whether it's him, didn't want to catch the falling knife with Acuna because he just kind of looks lost at the plate right now. Austin Riley's hot too. I could go with a lot of those guys in the middle of that lineup, but decided to go with Ozzy. I think that's one of the better matchups there, in my opinion, so I'm sticking with him.
All right. Ozzy Albies, come through for the boys today, will you? We're going to need you.
Why not?
We need runs.
Why not?
All right. Tanner Hope, I've already talked about this one as well. This dude has not given up a run in 2 great starts, one of them against the same team, and he's facing him again tonight with the total moving up, with wind blowing out 20 miles an hour to left field. Yeah, I've already seen it. Tanner Hope's given up a couple nukes. All right, he's going more than 2.5 earned runs allowed in this contest. I would not want to be Tanner Hope today. I'll be honest with you. This one might get ugly, folks. That might be the weirdest square that I noticed up on MLB today. Might be the weirdest one.
That one is weird, yeah. 100%.
Yes.
100%.
Dubs. Javon, looks like you're going back to Yamamoto here. You were talking about him earlier, thinking he's going to get that win. You're taking his fantasy score. I'm assuming that win has a big part of it, maybe even a quality start.
Yeah, that does have a big part of it. I mean, I talked about it a little bit already. I think everybody saw the game in Korea. Got through the first inning, gave up 5, walked another, and got behind in pretty much every count, which made him attack them in the middle of the zone. So, like, weird situation. I don't think it's going to happen again. He's looked significantly better commanding the strike zone in his last 2 starts against the Cards and Cubs. So if he comes again with that approach against this Padres lineup, I think it's going to be a significantly better outcome. So definitely a little different than his debut went in Korea. I think we see a really good performance out of Yamamoto today, and the strikeout stuff has looked to even get better over the last couple starts. So if we get that as a big part of it, that would be great too, and we might not even need the win.
Okay. Yamamoto, more than 27.5 fantasy score. That win could do, wonders for this potentially. But like you're saying, if he deals like you think, it might not matter for our guy Yamamoto if he gets the win or not. And it will matter for that ML parlay piece, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. All right?
Yeah, that's different combo. But
I want to show you guys this fucking earn run square. This is crazy. Look at this. There's so many up that are weird. Mainly this one that I just cannot get out of my fucking dome piece. Tanner Hope. 2 gems to start the year out. Now he welcomes in Trent's Angels. Who the heck wants to take this more than? Not a soul on earth. The game's going over. Total's up to 9. Wind's blowing out. We know Fenway Park produces plenty of runs when the weather permits. I think this one's going to soar over by the 4th inning. This one's going to get ugly. Javon, this is my donkey square for today.
I love that, Craps. Love that from you.
Good. But
you see what else is up there?
Too, dude. They got other ones. Yeah, they got hella weird ones up today. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, look at that Andrew Abbott square.
We can go through all these. Scoobs.
Yeah, Scooball. What did he give up? 4 to the A's. Now he's up for 1.5 against the Twins.
There we go. Like, I like Sevi to give up some runs today. The over in that game. Obviously, Waka as well. We need runs. Rogers is up. Andrew Abbott is up.
Against the White Sox.
That's a good sign for you. Against
Surely.
the White Sox team that stinks, and they can't even hit a baseball to save their life. Huh. Dane Dunning's up. Maybe Dane Dunning throws a fucking gem today. Who knows? That's a weird square.
He's facing the Astros again.
Yeah, dude.
You know, that one's almost – it's a little green, but that almost feels weird because he dominated the Astros in that game minus the Jordan gag. That was really the only thing they did in that game. That was the Sunday night game. So, I mean, even though it's green, that one feels weird to be back up again. That might indicate Moose Fest, in my opinion.
Okay, maybe that's a fake sharp square then. Sure. Jake Irvin might pitch decent today, although he's going against the A's.
It's the A's, yeah.
At least lean that way, right? And he has not looked too sharp to start the season. Maybe an outing against the A's, who, by the way, we own and always beat. That could be a recipe to change the season around. Okay? Definitely lean the Nats and this less than, but we'll see how much this matters. He is going against Oakland. Steven Matz might be getting rocked today by Arizona.
Yeah.
I think that starts to get
It's
into
a demon. Demons.
You
know what I thought was weird too? They started putting up the whole board last night, and there was only one earned run square that was up for the longest. Do you know which one it was?
Who?
That demon Pablo Lopez. That was the only one that was up for a while, which is weird. I don't know why.
I don't like that.
I mean, you think people are taking that against the Tigers?
No, but there's only one option to take. You know what I mean? They're definitely not taking the less than. And if they're leaving that one up there, milking it. Not the greatest of odds, but I still stand firm with our, Pablo Lopez fade today. I'm not wavering.
Yeah.
Not one bit. Not one bit. I mean, we could get weird and take a lot of guys today in these games we think are going to soar over with the weather and maybe try to make some profit on a little demon, pitchers entry maybe. Or even take a couple guys to go yah-yah. Who knows?
Yeah.
We got options today. Okay?
Plenty of them.
Plenty of Dubs. Chat, we will post the corrected sharp reports shortly. Okay? Right after BTL. All right? In the next 15 or 20 minutes. Javon, any other prize pick squares you want to let the people know about before we move on to some straight bets?
I feel like we should probably take a trip to where it's in Boston, and that Angels game. There's a couple weird squares up for the Angels if you want to get involved with that.
Are there now?
Yeah, go to the
So
holy
annoying.
size and crabs.
Dude, I know. I'm trying to get it, and the PC's being
There you
annoying.
go. That place. That place. Go to the Angels ones though. There's a couple of Sirs up. I did see Drury up there, which is pretty interesting that he's up and juiced against a righty. But
Might have to take that for the vibes. That's your guy.
that Ohapi one is interesting to me because even when I like took him for like Dinger Tuesday, I was looking for that square and it wasn't up, and I was like, all right. I looked in the books, it was fat plus money, so I was like, yeah, maybe they don't have as much confidence in him as I do. It's kind of tough, but yeah, the hits from the RBI has rarely been priced to where it's been able to be up on the book or be up on Prize Picks, and today it is, which I find pretty interesting. And if there's any guy who's going to have like a big blast, he's a guy who exit velo wise it has been getting up, barrel wise too. It's been getting up there with some of the top Angels hitters and Trout and everybody up there. It's like that matchup really intrigues me.
Huh. And I'm looking at what he's been doing recently. I mean, he hasn't scored in 4 games. He hasn't gotten an RBI in 4 games. That makes me like the square even more. He's fucking due. And he's seen the ball pretty well. At least he's barreling up very well. I could definitely get behind a little Logan O'Hoppe backing. Sure.
Yeah, that might have to be done.
Sure. Mickey Moniak after 3 Ks is up for 1.5, I bet.
Sure.
Oh, no. They got Sano up, who hasn't done anything. I don't think this whole season.
Yeah, they did have him up pretty much that entire Rays series though, and he continued to do nothing.
They might just be absolutely raking it in. Miguel Sano backings. Straight up.
Yeah,
They just keep throwing it up there.
might just be you, Krabs.
Maybe it's just me. Okay. Well, yeah, if it's been up there a ton, then I don't want to take it. I'm not in a rush to, but he's been hitting like moose shit.
Yeah, he is. He is moose shit.
He's moose shit. Reed Detmer's less than fantasy score. That might have to be played in something today.
Yeah, this green is maw.
That might have to, chat. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. If you scroll, it shows the hit run RBI charts too. Does it actually?
Does it?
I don't think it does, but we can check. Hold on. Like if I go to the right here, it'll show it. Yeah, it does.
It does. There we go. Huge.
Life hack. Love that. Okay. Well, Miguel Sano, maybe he actually wakes up today and does some shit. Probably not, though. Probably not.
Maybe not.
All right, chats. I love when Javon talks about barrels and blasts, bro. Unbelievable, dude. All right, I want to talk about Mikey Over's 4-piece on Prize Picks that he sent me.
Wow, he's got a
involves
4-piece.
CJ Abrams. I can actually put it up here on the screen while we go over it.
That's why you want to talk about it, Krabs. It involves CJ Abrams.
Yeah. It does involve Abrams. So he goes Abrams, more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And what has he been doing? Let's see. Oh, coming off the goose. Sure. He's got Cabrian Hayes, more than fantasy score. Against Philly. He's got De'Aaron Fox.
Who has
more than PRA. This is Mikey Evers' 4-piece on Prize Picks. He wanted us to talk about it.
Oh.
And Tyler Hero, more than points. Well, Javon, you at least have some comments on that one.
Tyler Hero against the Yaptors. I mean, that's a pretty solid matchup for Hero.
Yeah. Any thoughts on Cabrian Hayes or CJ today?
I don't mind CJ against Paul Blackburn. Definitely scares me to back them against the only good starting pitcher that the A's really have, but never going to say no to CJ. Cabrian Hayes against Christopher Sanchez is interesting. Good matchup against the lefty. He might just pound baseballs into the ground, though, but I don't hate that entry from him.
Okay. Yep. De'Aaron Fox. I don't know. He played last night, I believe. I saw him in there late trying to make a comeback. I don't love backing guys on a back-to-back, but Mikey, I've seen worse entries, man. I've seen worse. All right, this one has life. Over looks good in the game, too. You're right. Is it an over Scooball K's day today? Yeah, Javon, if you wanted to back Scoobies, how are you doing it? Is it that less than earned runs? Is it the fantasy score? Is it strikeouts? Is there a way to back Scoobies?
I mean, I'm taking the Tigers in the game, so I mean, I would love to back fantasy score because I think that win and hopefully quality start if he gets there would be the best way to do it. But they don't have it up, which is
Okay.
weird. So with what we have up, it's probably got to be that earned runs allowed square.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. Come on, Scooby. Come
That
through for the
price,
boys.
that price is low for talking about just the odds of that. He's more juiced to give up less runs today than he was against the A's. So think about that.
Yeah, I just thought about it. That's fucking weird as heck.
Yeah.
Huh. Tariq Scoobies. Maybe he throws a little gem today against Minnesota. Okay. What's wrong with K's? Just wondering, Lauren's asking.
Uh,
Um,
I don't like taking Scuba off full game Ks because he tails off so hard towards the end of every start. So like MLB Live case, you're not going to hear an argument from me.
I mean, yeah, hopefully this max. Definitely not taking a lesson on that puppy.
Yeah,
Just
I
saying,
mean,
probably
I'm
another
rooting
one you
for it
like.
because I need go well case.
Sure. We need all the go well Ks we can get. Maybe we'll get a Pete Alonso RBI today because I'm still trying to figure out how they scored 15 runs yesterday and he didn't have a single fucking RBI. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Today's the day.
Quick question. Why do I need to have two MLB The Shows?
Well, it has to do something with that, whatever's in the bottom left of the image. XIS? What does that mean?
That's like the X Series Xbox that I have.
Maybe you have the the new Xbox Series version and like an older version. Like sometimes
Yeah,
I can
you get
download the PS4 version and the PS5 version on my PS5.
yeah, it's the current next gen shit.
Do I need to have both of them?
Do you have next gen system?
Can I just delete the Xbox One? Yeah, I'm gonna delete it. You just need it.
Yeah,
All right, we're good. We're
delete
good.
the old version if you have the new system. Use regular game when wanting to play with people who don't have next gen. Oh,
Oh shit.
does Lauren have next gen?
Don't we all have next gen?
If LC has next gen, we're in biz, and it won't matter. She does. All right,
All right.
delete that shit. Good. WLCs should have known. All right, Javon, man, we got to get a fucking squad ride W going, and I know we have all afternoon to talk bets on here. Chat, we're not fucking going anywhere. All right, no breaks, no fun, just 24 hours of streaming and hitting bets. Okay, so there's no rush, but I do want to do the squad ride here at our normal time, and I want to make sure we spend plenty of time crafting up the best options possible for the people. Seems like looking at the slate today, we have no excuses. Yesterday we had some, today none.
Yeah,
Right?
I think here's what I think the game plan is, Krebs. Squad ride, then Trent does whatever with Surge or whatever else. Then we circle back and we do a craft session, whether it's at the end of Surge or whatever, like a spaces type craft where we come with some squares and some plays.
Sure.
Get ready.
That we can tail for tonight. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
I'm in there. All right. Awesome. I'm down for that. Chat, it's about that time. We don't have Goods to be able to run that shit, but
No, fuck the
I'll tell you
train.
what
We
do
gotta
have.
gotta get one green before we run the train. Pause. But
You don't want no train today?
fuck the train.
Fuck the train. All right,
Business.
man. Literally was hovering over it about a click down. I'm like halfway down the mouse when you were saying that. Maybe that's a good sign. We don't want that fucking train on here. How about
No.
that? We don't even want to see it. All right, chat? Instead, I'm just going to load up the fucking poll.
Load it up.
I'm going to load up the poll. Let me get this going. All right. I don't know why it's not letting me... Here we go. All right. New poll. Javon. What do you got from me, my man? What are we thinking? Where are we dropping? What are you in love with today on the books?
Favorite 2 plays: Tigers ML and the White Sox team total over.
Well,
And yes, Mac, train is a privilege. Got to
You
earn
got to
it.
earn the train.
Got to earn it.
You got to earn it. Straight up. Tigers ML is going in there, no questions asked.
No,
Absolutely love that play. That's
not
in
a
there.
Q.
Boom. Boom. All right. The over from the White Sox on their team total, huh?
Yeah. It's a gross one.
Yeah, it is. It's so gross, it just might work.
Just
Can I get an odds
might.
check on that puppy? What are we working with?
Minus 130 at 3.5.
Okay. They're getting 4 runs in this game, whether it's against Abbott or against anybody on the Reds in their bullpen.
They're getting 4.
Okay. All right, I'm down for that. That's a nasty play. That's smacking. White Sox. Team total over 3.5. Good. Out of these 3 overs, Javon,
Sub-bang rumors.
we got subbies coming in. We do have back to Malik dropping subbies. We got C-Lord dropping subbies. C Steel, Mr. Shrimpy. We got
wow.
hella heads coming in resubbing. What's up, boys? W's.
Let's go.
Appreciate you. It looks like Malik subbed up Broomski. Broomski's not going anywhere. Somebody bring it to him. Come on.
W. Brimsky.
All right, guys. What is the over of choice here, Javon?
I kind of want to hear Trent's opinion on this
What?
because the Angels are kind of involved. Squad ride nominations out of Crab's 3 overs.
Out of these 3 overs, Trent, which one is smacking?
Those 3 overs, I would have to go with Mets, Royals.
Yeah. Javon, thoughts?
I was gonna say those bottom 2 I do like. I was most convinced on some sell jobs there.
Okay.
But I mean, we do have 5 spots, so we could just put all of them in there if we really wanted to.
No, I'm down to at least cut out that top one. We can at least leave out Milwaukee, Baltimore. Let's put in the bottom 2 for now. Trent, I think I'm with you, bro. I think that's my favorite one as well. I don't know if that scares me or makes me happy, but I guess we'll see after the game. Milwaukee, or no, we'll do LA, Boston, over 9. And we'll do Kansas City and the Mets, over 8.5.
That is maybe a good point from Remulo.
What do we got?
Wow, the Royals and the Mets scored 30 runs yesterday. Does that scare you at all?
It's a good point.
Yeah, it does scare me a little bit, but I still like the over in the game. I wouldn't say it scares me off of it. I still think it's a little bit weird that total is moving up, with Waka on the bump. And with the prize
Fair.
pick squares that are up for Waka and Severino earn runs, I think they're getting rocked.
Fair.
At least one of the 2 is, and if that's the case, I think that's all they need for this game to go over. And both squares are up. Okay. Are there any NBA or NHL plays worth our time today?
I don't think so.
Wizards are a favorite against the Bulls, I bet.
I'm gonna tail the Chile. Give him a chance.
Chile out.
I don't fucking know. Doubt it, but he's still asleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way he's up and moving at this hour. It's 1 p.m. He's in REM.
All right, Javon. I don't know if I could put that grease or parlay in this squad ride vote. I don't know if my body will let me type it.
I was not anticipating you putting it in there.
Oh.
And
Was there
yes,
any
dig
other
that.
play
We'll
we
be
talked
back.
about on the stream today that we liked?
Don't think there's one that's screaming that we don't have in there.
The over in Atlanta and Miami. Although you like free to get that win, so.
I do like a Freed bounce back, but the Braves might just splooge.
Well, if you don't have any other plays you love besides these four, Tigers ML, White Sox team total, the over in Boston, and the over in the Mets game, we could roll with those four and let it cook and see what chat provides us with.
I'm down with that.
You're in for that? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Good. All right, chat. The poll is up. Lock in. Lock the fuck in. All right, hurry up. The poll is up. Get your votes in. Go, 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 go. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Get your votes in. We got 4 plays, and we got 4 winners for you guys to choose from, okay? Tigers ML, White Sox team total over 3.5, LA, Boston over 9, and the Kansas City Mets over 8.5, all right? Lock these puppies in. Click your favorite play on the boards. Don't overthink it, but also don't underthink it, okay? Very important. A lot of people think you overthink stuff too much. Don't underthink it as well. All right, think it just the right amount. For the love of God, click the right button.
Fuck.
As Scotty misses a birdie. Ugh. Chat, click the right fucking button, will ya? All right, we got to get off the schneid here. Enough is enough. Lock the fuck in, keep the blinders on, and give us a squad ride W. We got to stop the bleeding. Javon, it's looking like it's going to be Tigers ML. Thoughts?
Kind of figured. And was hoping. This might be like the first time in a week it's been what I kind of hoped it was. So maybe that plays out well.
I'm not opposed to that one bit. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Looks like it's going to be Tigers ML, chats. Last call, all right, to make a statement. But they're running away with this puppy. 60 votes, already double the second place squad ride winner. Wow. Wow.
Here we go.
All right, chat. Get those votes in. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. We got the Surge stream starting up here in 1 minute. All right, so if you want to pitch Trent to play, get ready. Bring the tempo, bring the pace, bring the vibes, and bring a winner. All right? We'll come back after the Surge stream. We'll circle back, and we'll find you guys some winners. We'll craft some stuff up. Trent will be watching, so and popping in and out as well. So we'll be back at the end of the Surge. Get these fucking squad ride votes in. This poll was way too long.
Scary Mass dude in chat.
Fools and their money will soon be boarded. That scares me. Just reading that out loud, that scares me. Yep. Huh.
Auto tail, K-Trap, what's the fucking play, bro?
Chat's going nuts.
What is it?
Chat is going nuts.
Add S. Yeah, K-Camp. I don't know how to do that.
Come
Luis
on,
said earned runs. Love it.
Over and runs?
It's gotta be.
We can work with that play. I'm back in on the mask guy. Yeah.
Kylo might be dialed.
That's smacking. Okay. All right, chat. This poll is over. The Tigers have won it. It's not even close. And I'm not mad about it. Not one bit. All right. Stick with us. We've got a 24-hour stream running today into tomorrow. We're not going anywhere. All right. Trent's going to take the reins here, but we will still be here. Trent, we can hop in whenever you need, and we'll be here at the ends, and we could craft up some winners together after Surge. Okay? Chat, get ready to pitch some plays. He's going to drop the link. All right? Come with some energy, come with some focus, and most importantly, come with a sharp-ass play. Will ya? We'll meet you guys at the cash counter with the Tigers on the ML. All right? Stick around. We're not going anywhere. You guys aren't going out tonight. You're sticking with us. Go out tomorrow and spend your coins from all the bankroll you built up. All right, guys?
Here we go.
Surge stream link is incoming. We'll catch you guys in a little bit.